Alright, looks like we're live on Twitch. And looks like we're live here on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Dokkan Battle stream. So, World Tournament's here. This is the second day? Yeah, second day. Like, the way that the World Tournaments work nowadays, it's not even like 3 full days. It's like 2.5 days, especially on the JP side. So it started Thursday night, Friday morning. I guess Friday morning. No, yeah. Because it's like Thursday, but then it was like Thursday night, but it's like the next day. So it's technically Friday morning when it starts for us. Goes on through Saturday and then ends early Sunday morning around reset time. So it's about 2.5 days. So this is day 2. I really haven't done much of the World Tournament, mainly because of work, which sucks. So I've only done maybe about 7 wins? 6 or 7 wins, I think. Might be 6. It should show 7. I've had 7 wins so far. So my goals are to get 20 wins at least, for the 20 win streak and the 20 wins. Those are 2 of the missions, the main missions. And then the other big mission is getting up to 30 million points. I don't usually do that anymore because I don't really care. Most of the time, people just want to get up to like 23 mil because 23 mil guarantees you the new World Tournament unit. After that is just Kais. So unless you really need the Kais, you're probably okay with just going up to 23 mil so you can get the new card and then be done with it. You've cleared basically everything as long as you've done the 20 in a row. Sometimes 20 in a row is a little hard because you'll randomly get, supered when you least expect it, and then you lose your streak. The most frustrating thing, especially, it always seems to happen when you get like 19 wins. Once you get 19 wins, it's always like, hey, you're just going to get supered here when you least expect it. Although, I still believe it doesn't super you in the first stage. I don't think I've ever been supered in the first stage, so I usually don't have to worry about that. But they still hit super hard. Like if you're blocking with the wrong guy, you can still die. Because some of those guys do like up to like even I've seen like over 100k on a normal hit if the wrong guy is blocking. So you still have to watch out for that, especially when you're doing times 30. If you really just care about doing the streak and not caring about points, you could do it at times, times 1, times 2, and then you don't have to worry about getting killed even if they super you. But I usually don't care. I usually just do times 30 so I can try to get the points as quickly as possible. Hey Rama, how are you? Doing alright. Just about to try to finish up my grind. I want to try to finish it tonight so I don't have to worry about doing it early in the morning before reset or before the end of the tournament. How high do you have to be to get LR King Demon Piccolo? So they're really generous with giving away the Demon Piccolo. Well, generous and not generous at the same time. So if you just want 1 copy of the Demon Piccolo, you have to make the top 150 in your local, which is really easy to do. Like if you I've only gotten 7 wins so far, and I'm in the top 100. So you really don't have to do a whole lot to make the top 150 in your local group. Like I'd say probably 5 wins, I think, probably get you in the top 150. But definitely try to do as much as you can just to ensure that you get up there. But from 150 to number 2, you only get 1 copy of him. The only person that gets multiple copies is whoever comes in first place, and they get 2 copies. Part of that is they're trying to extend the viability of the World Tournament units. This is the 3rd LR, because the first one was Piccolo. The second one was Tien and Chaozu. And then this is the third one. No, not Chianachatsu. Was it? Yeah, no, Chianachatsu. Oh, so this is the fourth one, isn't it? No, third one. No? Now I'm confused. This is the fourth one, isn't it? Because there was a Yamcha. I think Yamcha was the second one, and then Chien. I'm so confused. I think this is like the fourth one. So there was Chianachatsu, there was Yamcha, and then there was Piccolo. So I think this is the fourth one. But yeah, you just have to make top 150, then you get one copy. If you can somehow make number one, you get two copies. But even then, you would still have to do two more first places to get, or one more first place at least, and then just place again. But more than likely, it's going to be really tough to do that. Like, I used to be able to get number one in my local group back when Piccolo was the World Tournament LR. But that was a long time ago, and there were ways to cheese it back then. Now you can't, so it's way harder to do it now. But anyhow, so we have the rest of the missions. I've up to almost 3 mil. There you see the rest of the prizes going up and up and up. There at 23 mil, like I said, that's where you get the 17, which is the new card for this tournament. And then everything after that is just Kais. So if you really wanted the Kais, you can keep going. Go all the way up to 30 mil, and then that's it. There's no other point to going past that unless you're really trying to go for, you know, the top ranks, which I usually don't, because I don't like wasting Dragon Stones on it. You get SSR tickets out of it, but honestly, it's not as great anymore. Like, you can get more copies of 17, but I don't really care about that either. There you see getting up to 20 wins, and then 20 win streak, and those are the rest of the missions, besides getting up to Beerus tier, which we should be hitting that pretty soon. Usually, if you keep doing like the hardest, like right now we're at times 20, there's times 25 and times 30. If you keep going up and up and up to the top difficulty, it takes you about 9 or 10 wins to get up to Beerus tier. Because right now I have 5 wins, and I'm working on, I think I'm on working to times 30. Yeah, I mean, if you keep going at that pace, you should definitely be high enough to get it. What's up, Angel? Alright, so I'm using movie bosses / full power squad, because now I can finally use my LR Broly that I just got like last, I think 2 months ago. It allows me to use Cell, Strength Cell, that Easy Aid, because he's also an AoE. So with the Friends LR Broly, that gives me 4 AoE units. Broly is mainly there, the movie Broly, to try to take care of AGLs, since that's going to be the main obstacle for me for most of these teams. I like the squad because I'm able to put Gobros on here. There's some other units I could throw on here. I have Kale and Caulifla on here. I could also throw in LR Gohan. But the problem with throwing LR Gohan on here is, like, he doesn't have time to build up his passive. Technically, it's the same for most of them. So I don't put all of them on here. I just put some of them on here because, you know, they're more for long fights rather than these short fights. Like in the World Tournament, these fights are really short, so they don't have any time to really build up their passive. Units like Golden Frieza are way better for tanking. I might play around with other ones later on, like, because Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is really good for tanking on this. But Golden Frieza is really good too, and since he's part of the category, it helps. I'm just grinding the hell out of this tournament. I'm in 4K area, nice. just so I can get number 1 in my local group. That's going to be really tough. Like, I wish you luck on that, because that's really going to be really tough. Okay, so I need to get 6 to get his AoE. So, like I said, this cell has an AoE attack, but his AoE attack is only if you're at 11 key. So I have to make sure to get 11 key. So he has 5. That should be 6. And that'll be the AoE. That's the other reason why I like having the golden freeze on here, is because of the links. It gives my cell a little bit more key. Like, I have key items, just in case. Like, I don't really use anything besides key items and a Ghost Usher. And the Ghost Usher, I don't use it very much anymore, except for World Tournament. So I'm pretty free to just spam it. Like, if I see a first attack that I'm like, yeah, I don't want to take that first attack, I'll just go ahead and use it. Like here, the Broly up front, it's kind of scary, but it's not so bad because I know he's not going to super in the first round. Let's see, I need more than that, so let's go ahead and use this. That should be enough, right? Yeah. The orb change is really strong here. It's a lot easier to get enough blues to give you the key you need for LR Broly. Sometimes that works out a lot better than just using regular key items. Because, like, the most you can get from a key item is 3. So obviously if you have to use 2 of them, you know, that's 6 key. Whereas if you're able to orb change like a few blues, that's like the same amount, if not more. When it comes to the stage where it's like all awakening medals, most of the time those gold awakening medals will be the world tournament ones. I really haven't worried too much about that though lately because I just have a ton of them. Crap, that's gonna be too much, isn't it? I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get 6 without going over. I don't think I can though. What if I do that? I think that's gonna put me over. What if I do this? Actually, this will work. I'll do this and I'll use an item. Like, I really like using the cell on this team, but it really makes you have to think about what you're doing with them. Like, with LR Broly, it's pretty easy. The only thing you have to watch out for is not hitting 18 key. Like, it can still work. It's just, it's harder because you'd rather have the double AoE rather than a big, massive single target and then AoE. But it kind of depends also, because let's say you're fighting against a team that has LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or any of the other big LR AGL units. You could try to do the 18 key super with him. Try to see if that either kills or gets close to killing him, and then the AoE might finish him off. Because, like, if they're not AGL, you know, most of the time one AoE is enough to kill them. It's only when they're an AGL, especially at times 30, that it might not kill. Okay, he's using Fat Boo, and Fat Boo is also another unit that's got an AoE. I thought about using him, but I think I like Cell better. Plus, I think Cell's a better tank. Like, if it ever gets to the point where I need him to block, I think I feel safer with him blocking rather than Boo. So we're going to do this. We're going to orb change. Perfect. So it's kind of funny seeing how crazy people are. Like shopping, all these grocery stores. I've been trying to avoid the grocery store though, because I've seen like how crazy the lines are and everything. I don't want to be stuck there, especially since the main reason for the panic is, they're trying to tell people not to be in overly crowded areas, which seems ironic because all the panic is causing everyone to crowd the supermarkets. So I've been trying to avoid it as much as possible, or go at odd times to where I know it's not going to be super crowded. So I went to Walmart last night after midnight, and like, I already knew certain things were not going to be there. Like, I already knew like toilet paper. For some reason, everyone's buying toilet paper. Toilet paper and water, bottled water. Those are the two main things that are like everyone's buying, like, all of it. I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, it's also kind of weird to me. Like, it's not that much different from how the world was a week ago. I don't see why they're going super nuts about that right now. So bonus stages usually don't hit super hard, but I'm going to Ghost Usher anyway, because that also helps me try to set this up a little bit better. So I need to get 7, and I'm trying to figure out what's the best way about doing this. Let's give you that. Okay, so yeah, now I can use Poir, and that gives me my 7. Perfect. So yeah, like, everyone's going crazy about shopping, and so I went to Walmart last night, and like, some of the things I wanted to pick up was just food-based stuff, because I didn't know if I was going to be stuck at home or not. I knew I was going to be grinding World Tournament and stuff, so I figured I'd pick up some snacks and whatever. And I wanted to get some bread, and like, everyone bought up bread. Like, all the loaves of bread were like gone. Like, I was kind of surprised by that, because like, for one thing, it's perishable. It's not like you hold on to that. So if you're hoarding bread, you got to eat that like within a week or so, or else it goes bad. And I'm like, I don't know why they're hoarding that of all things. Like, perishable stuff, I don't understand why you would hoard. Like, that stuff you eat, you have to eat like almost right away. Like, the meat section was all gone, and I was like, well, meat, I guess you can freeze. I guess technically you could freeze bread. I just think it's weird. But there were 2 things that they still had in the bread section, which kind of surprised me. One was these 24 packs of Hawaiian sweet rolls. Like, for some reason, that was plentiful. Like, they had a bunch of that. And I don't know why. Like, it was only that. Because they had other products. Like, they sell a whole bunch of different Hawaiian sweet rolls. Like, the smaller packs. Like, I know they come in like 4, 6, and 8. And I think 12. But for some reason, the 24 pack, I guess, was too much for them. Like, it was really weird. Like, I didn't understand why that would be the only one that was not, bought up. Like, they should do some kind of case study on that to try to figure out why is it people left behind that of all things. This is probably going to go over. But you know what? We're going to have you attack Vegeta. Just to test our theory. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, sweet. Okay, I didn't know if that was going to be too much. That actually works out perfectly. The other thing that was left behind was tortillas. Which, I don't know, like, tortillas to me last way longer than bread. So I would think if you wanted to get some kind of, like, some kind of starch or whatever, you would have gotten tortillas since that would last longer. But, I don't know. I guess not. So I picked up a pack of the sweet rolls because I was like, I want some bread. I think they actually had the biscuits. Like I could have like bought the Pillsbury stuff to bake my own, but I'm lazy. I'm not about that life. You know, let's do this. I need a lot. This is not going to be close to enough. That's going to push me over. That's definitely going to push me over. Okay, let's see. That's 5. That's 8. Okay, so give me 3 plus the 5. That should be enough. Okay, so we're going to do this. See, with Cell, you have to do math. Which kind of... Oh, I used the wrong one, too. I'm a dumbass. Crap. Yeah, I totally screwed up now. Dang it. Okay, so let's do this. You have to do math until you screw up, and then your math sucks. See, now I'm doing all sorts of crazy crap that I have to do here. So we have to do this now, just to get this AoE off. So we're going to change this down here so I can get 4. I had to use 3 items to give him his AoE because I'm an idiot. I used the wrong item. Then I used 2 items to correct my mistake. Just so I get this stupid AoE. So yeah, I was going around the grocery store looking to see what random things people bought up. So like canned meats obviously were bought up. A bunch of other canned foods were bought. Like, you could still find some canned meat. Like, I bought some chili, because I just like chili. They had some box dinners, like macaroni and cheese, Easy Mac, that kind of stuff. Like, they bought a ton of it, but there was still stuff there. Like, they didn't totally buy it out. Like, one guy in front of me at line, he bought, like, all the evaporated milk. Like, he bought a bunch of evaporated milk. Like, I'm going to assume he had a child, like a baby at home or something, so he needed to get the milk, which is totally understandable. Like, that's the one thing that kind of sucks. It's like people buying a lot of stuff, and it's kind of like, well, when the toilet paper is sold out, you got to buy other stuff, and so people are buying like the wipes and like baby wipes and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, that kind of sucks for people that actually have babies and need that stuff. The other thing is like people buying up the milk and stuff like that too. That kind of sucks for people. So I guess you got to get what you can. The paper section was all gone, which I'm just sitting here thinking is like, if all the toilet paper's gone, I'm wondering if all those people are like buying all the other paper products just to make up for it. Like, that's what those napkins are going for. That's what those tissues are going for. Well, nothing left but paper towels. Guess we're going to destroy our toilet with this. That really sucks. Um, but at the same time, it's like people are treating it like a national. Well, I guess it was announced as a national emergency, but it's like it's not like that type of national emergency. Like basically, they want people to avoid getting into big gatherings, so it lessens your chance of contracting the disease. Okay, so we're gonna do this and give you a 1. That'll give me what I need. Tight. It's not like we have actual shortages of this stuff, so I think like like in a week, the stores are gonna replenish. As long as people are not stupid about it, you should be able to get stuff that you need. So I don't know. Like I'm okay with my water supply and my toilet paper supply until stores hopefully replenish. And then just go from there. Vendorex, what's up? How you doing? We are just grinding some world tournaments. Do a little bit of this while I'm stuck at home. The funny thing is, like, I bought groceries to hold me over a bit, because for one thing, I don't know what's going to happen at work. They haven't decided if they're going to have us try to work from home or keep going into the office. They told me to bring my work laptop home just in case they make a decision, but I probably won't know anything until Sunday night or maybe even Monday morning. So I'm in a holding pattern until then. It will really kind of suck having to work from home, because I mean, I don't mind it, but like I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be really lazy. Like I might actually. Oh man, this is a full grade ape team. Yo, tight. I totally just did not notice that until now. Do I want to get hit by 2 grade apes first? I kind of don't. But I'm kind of curious at the same time. And I'm going to... You know what? No, I'm not that curious. I don't know. I shouldn't be worried, but at the same time, I kind of am. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I think 1 is fine. Like, cause I might stream if I'm stuck at home. Cause I mean, if I'm stuck at home, I need to do something. So I probably will. Cause like my work laptop is just work. I don't do anything on there, so I'll just have that on, and then in the meantime, I'll have this going on. But the strange thing about it's going to be, what else am I going to be doing? Like, the thing is, like, at work, I do trouble tickets, like IT support. So, I don't know what I can do remotely as much. Like, because most of the people I work with, their computers are fine. Like, I haven't had too many issues. So, I don't know if I'd actually be doing anything from home. Let's see. I wouldn't mind it though. It'd be weird, but I wouldn't mind it. It'd be a lot less stuff I have to worry about. Gas, especially. I think that'd be the main thing I'd be happy about, is not having to use as much gas going back and forth to work. Even though I don't really spend a lot, because it's actually really close to where I live now. Like, it only takes me like 10-15 minutes to get home from work. That's freaking awesome. Let's see. This still might not be enough. Wait, how much is that? 5, 6, 7. That's actually enough. Well, that worked out. I didn't expect that to work. And then that should work. Nice. Like, I bought groceries to cook and stuff, but I might just order a pizza because I'm lazy. Especially if I'm going to be stuck at home. Because it's not like everything's closed. Like, I think small businesses and stuff, like, as long as they don't get, like, a whole lot of traffic, I think they're fine to be open. Like, I think the criteria is, like, events that pull in, like, 1,000 or more people. Because part of that is, like, you don't know who might have it and who doesn't, since it takes, like, 2 weeks for the symptoms to show up. Like, you just don't know. And so the event that I run, it's a fighting game tournament called Texas Showdown. And that's scheduled for the beginning of May. So most events this month and events in April are the ones that are like been targeting to be closed down. We're outside of that barely, and we're not sure what's going to happen with it. Publicly, we're still going forward, at least until the city of Houston tells us we can't go on. We're planning to move forward with it. And we'll just have to see what happens. Like, I'm hoping over the course of the rest of this month and, early next month that, situation improves. That's what we all hope for. Because, for one thing, that'll be good for everybody. And then, two, that'll mean we're safe to resume activities for our event. But we probably won't know until the end of this month, or the end of the 30 days that President Trump has ordered. We'll just have to see. In the meantime, I guess we would be mostly stuck at home playing games. Animal Crossing comes out in a week, which I still haven't pre-ordered. I pre-ordered my sister's copy so that we could play together, and I still haven't pre-ordered my copy. I might just download it, to be honest. Because, like, New Leaf, the one that came out for the 3DS, I had bought that one, hard copy of that one, and then it got stolen. Like, my whole 3DS got stolen. But the only thing I cared about was I wanted my copy of Animal Crossing back. Like, I was totally willing to let the dude keep my 3DS, just give me back my copy of fucking Animal Crossing, because I'd grinded on that game for like 6 months. Like, I had the game for like half a year, and I grinded the hell out of that game. I had like, most of the museum completed. I had caught all the fish up to that point. Like, I was excited for the next season so I could get, I think it was like springtime when it got stolen. So I was waiting for like the summer fish to come out. And I was so mad. I was like, man, you just give me back my save file. Because, like, I bought another 3DS that night because I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe my shit got stolen. Like, I bought that. I didn't buy another. Oh, the other thing was Pokemon. I bought Pokemon Y, and that got stolen, but that was a download. Uh, so what I ended up doing was I bought it, and then I bought Pokemon X instead of buying Animal Crossing again. But what I found out was I didn't need to because I could just download, like they gave me the download code to re-download Pokemon Y, which kind of pissed me off. But then I ended up just keeping X, and then I was like, damn it. So the moral of the story is buy download games because you can always get those back. Who's Rager? Yo, can I ask you something real quick? What you got to ask? Go for it. I need to check to see if my Switch Lite can actually hook up to my Elgato. I want to say it could, but I don't know for sure. So I got 100 stones. Who should I summon on the Beerus banner, or should I wait for whatever new banner comes next? That's a real tough question because like the Beerus is really good. Like the Beerus and the Whis are both really good, but 100 stones, you could take a chance on that, or maybe wait to see what else comes out. It's not really a wrong answer there because it's like it depends on what you really want. Do you really want the Beerus? If you really want the Beerus, I would say take your shot at it because he is a good unit. I guess the better question is, do you have the other units in the category to make him worthwhile? Because that's really the main worth of a unit, is like, he's a leader for a nice category, but you have to have the other units to make that team really good. If you have those units, I would say it's worth taking a shot. I tried a couple multis myself and I didn't get them, but I'm not going to kill myself over it. So that's for me personally. I've been asking fellas last night about this, and I've been getting conflicting opinions. Like, the thing is, each person's account is different, and each person's perspective is different. Like, for me, he would be great, but he's not someone I necessarily need. So that's why I try a few multis if I can, but I'm not going to break the bank trying to get him. Like, for one thing, I also have like a ton of red coins, so if I really, really wanted him, I could just buy him later on, flat out. So that's like, for me, it's worth trying for, but not going crazy for. Like, I don't know if that really answers your question. My thing is like basically it depends on what you have and how badly you want him. If you really want him, go for it. It would be my opinion. The main reason why people are saying wait and see is because Saiyan Day is coming up in like a few days, and Saiyan Day usually means they're gonna usually bust out something Goku or Vegeta or some other Saiyan related. And it could be awesome because of the way this game is, catered more towards Saiyan characters. But it could also be nothing happens. Like, it could also be like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, we know they're doing the Bardock stuff, but we don't know what they're doing after that. I mean, they're also going to do, more celebration stuff as well. So there's probably going to be more stones that we can grind out. We're going to ghost here. Like, I already decided early on that I was not getting lucky at all on these banners, so that's why I gave up. I think right now I have close to 80 stones. I don't know how many I'm going to end up using on the World Tournament. I usually try not to spend a lot. Like, if I can, I like to spend less than 5. I just want to get up to 23 mil. I think I'm close to 5. Ooh, they're giving me all these bonus stages, though. Oh, so much for that. Okay. Oh, you put them at the end. How nice of you. Very, very nice. I mean, y'all should be dead, but... Some of y'all might know that I used to be an active fighting game player. Mainly the older fighting games. My main game was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And some of y'all have asked me to stream it, but like I don't have the stuff for the Dreamcast. Like, I don't have the fancy DC HDMI. Like, I can't afford that right now. Maybe one day, but right now I don't. So the only thing I had it on was PS3, and it's a pain in the ass to set that up. And I already took down my original streaming setup for it. But one of my friends showed me a Dreamcast emulator called Redream. I tested it out, and it's actually pretty nice. So I might actually start streaming that. The only downside to it is there's no online capability for it, so it'd just be me playing single player. But I might do that for the hell of it, just to practice some stuff. I was excited about when they announced it for EVO, and I was thinking about going to EVO, although now I don't know with everything that's going on. But me and my friends had started practicing just in case. We'll have to see what happens from now on, though, because the situation's just changed. But it might be something we still might do later on. So I'm planning to maybe stream it a bit so I can get my practice in and stuff, and people can check it out. Fair warning though, if I do stream it and y'all watch it, I use a stick and I'm really loud. Like, I really mash the hell out of the buttons. I can't help it. That's an old habit from playing in arcades. But yeah, it'll probably be really loud if I play on that. God damn it. Okay, so that's why you have Golden Frieza. Let me see. Do that. That's 4 either way, so let's do that. And then we can use 2 of these. Nice. Perfect. I used to use the launch item because the launch item was really good at surprising me. So she gives between 1 to 3 ki to everybody. It's random. You don't know what she's going to give. But It's great in a pinch in case you really need ki and she magically gives you the 3. But it's bad if you're doing exact calculations. So you know, I like the other item better since I have more control over how much ki I'm getting out of it. The only issue is obviously you can only do it once. But I should only have to do it once. Unless it does this to me. This is garbage, so let's do that. Because she can definitely take the hit. That works. That should work. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so all the water was gone, although there were still some gallon jugs that you could get, which I didn't quite understand. I was like, you might as well have bought those if you bought all the bottled water. It's the same thing. Soda was still there. Like, all the soda was there, so I was like, screw it, I'll just buy soda. This is pretty good. So I didn't know this was a thing. Dr. Pepper cream soda. It's pretty good. Like, I'm a big fan of Dr. Pepper anyway, so... Like, I used to... When they first introduced the Dr. Pepper with real sugar, that was like a must-have thing if you like Dr. Pepper. And it was like hard to find at the beginning because they only let certain places have it. Like, I remember there was like this random shop that we would go to and stop at whenever we would drive to Dallas. And they had like, you know, a huge pallet of 12 packs of that stuff. And so I came home from the trip with like 4 12 packs. Like, I would have bought more, but it didn't fit in the car. Luckily, it's not that big a deal nowadays. But I just remember, like, this. It's weird what things like that will make you do. Let's do that. I would like to not have to use as many items, but like the poires, I have no problem. I have no issues using the poires because there's like I have a ton of them. Like, I used to hoard them for nuking purposes, but then nuking stopped being a thing, so I just have a ton of those. Like, I think I still have like over 1,000. Ghost ushers I used to hoard as well, but you know, a lot of times you can't even use them. Alright, so let's see. Stop running. What's up, Andrew? What's going up in Austin? Are y'all out of toilet paper too? Crap, that's only gonna give me 8. I can get 4 out of that. How much is that gonna give me? Oh, that works out perfectly, so I just need 1 for you. That should kill. Yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about that. That should definitely be enough. Heavy social distancing. I was just talking about the Dreamcast emulator that Vinny told me about, Redream. Like, I just tested it out earlier today. It's pretty nice. I might actually use that to stream Marvel. The only thing that sucks about it is like there's no online capability for it. For whatever reason, we're all out too. So, unfortunately, the local news already lit out the big secret, which is that. So I tweeted about this too because I thought it was funny. So, for the past, month and a half, basically, everybody's been avoiding Chinatown because since the disease started in China, people came up with the brilliant idea that, wow, well, everything Chinese must have the virus. So they all avoided Chinatown. So then, lo and behold, the local news this morning was like, hey, you know how all the stores are like out of everything? You know who actually has everything? Chinatown. That was like my secret resource. So naturally this morning they got totally flooded with everybody trying to get supplies and groceries and everything. So there goes my secret supply, which is fine. It's good for Chinatown because they've been struggling, obviously, with all this crap going on. I just thought it was funny because it's like this whole time people have been avoiding Chinatown because they mistakenly believe that, oh, coronavirus is all over Chinatown, so we shouldn't go there. Well, now because of y'all hoarding supplies, because of coronavirus, y'all have to go to Chinatown since they're the only ones that have supplies right now. Like, I have a other couple of secret places I think I can go to still get like stuff like toilet paper and water if I really need it. I don't, because I think all the stores are just gonna get restocked within the next couple of weeks anyway. Like, I think it's dumb how much people are hoarding, because it's not like everything's in short supply. It's just like stuff like people are not expecting people to go crazy like this. Like, they'll be restocked in like a week or two. This is not like an actual apocalypse. But I just thought that was funny. It's like, y'all avoided Chinatown all this time, and now y'all have to come back because y'all need shit. Good job, people. You have a month-old son, so I'm taking things seriously. Oh, yeah, obviously. Like, my sister's kids are, they're turning 4, which their birthday's coming up in like 10 days. But like, obviously we can't do a lot of stuff now. I don't know if they're still planning to do what they were planning for their birthday because of what's been happening. It might not, but I know we have to watch out obviously for them. The other thing is my mom. Have to watch out for her because she just turned 70. We have to watch out for her. Me personally, I don't care that much about myself being sick by it because I feel like I would be able to survive it or whatever. Like, I'm not that worried about myself. I'm more worried about if I happen to spread it to my family. Like, my sister is pretty. She's not frail, but she's not like the most like healthy, I guess. Like, I don't know how to explain it. She's small, so like I don't want to run the risk of giving it to her or her kids or my mom. Like, I'm perfectly fine with quarantining myself, basically. I guess that's kind of the good thing about being on my own is I don't have to worry about infecting other people like that. I don't know if that's like a sad thing to say, but like I'm used to it, so it's fine for me. In others people's cases though, it's not the same. So yeah, that's why like, in Houston we've canceled pretty much all of our tournaments for like the rest of this month. I think it's very important for people to try to avoid as much contact as they can with each other, uh, just for the sake of not spreading the disease, as well as determining whether or not you have the disease. Because, like they've said, you might have it and not know about it, because it takes up to 2 weeks for you to even show symptoms. So you might have it now and not know, because also like I don't even know if places have the detection kits, which is also scary. Is like you might have it and might not know. I guess for me it's kind of funny too because it gives me an excuse to stay away from people anyway. I'm antisocial as it is, so now it gives me a perfectly good excuse to stay antisocial. Like, hey, why don't you come out to this? Nah, man. Coronavirus. Instead of me having to say, it's like, nah, man, I just don't like you. I don't want to go out and see you. I'm gonna stay home. Like, if I have to stay home from work and I'm quarantined in my house, that might actually give me more reason to stream. Because part of the reason why I haven't been able to stream is because of work and just being tired when I come home. Like, if I'm stuck at home, I might as well stream. Okay, so where are we at right now? We're at almost 7. We're at 6.5, 6.6 mil, 11 wins. We're not going to be able to finish this run unless I use another gem. I don't know. Maybe I will. How long are we in this? We just reached the hour mark. Might keep going. LR God Q. This team triggers me because I could not get God Q. Like, I'm not really mad at what I got, but at the same time, it's not what I wanted. Like, if y'all have seen my box, y'all know I have so many God Qs sitting in my box. And the whole reason why I had them was because I wanted to use them on LR God Q. So it sucked that I didn't get him just because of that. I don't know if I'm going to keep them now. I have so many. Like, all of my Gakus are rainbowed. So that's what, like, all the other Gakus are just sitting there And the only reason I have them is so I can use them for LR Godku. Like, maybe one day they'll give him easy A's. I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. I'm in the top 50 of my local now. Alright, so let's look at the box real quick. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, I have most of my Gaku's rainbow. Like, I have the AGL's already maxed out, rainbowed. We have the tech one. I think there's one for almost every type. There's the old int one, rainbowed obviously. And then we have the strength one, the OG. See, all of them are rainbowed. I don't know what the physical one is, but the physical one is like a free-to-play crap one. Where is he? Yeah, I don't think I rainbowed him. He's not good at all, though. So that one I don't count. He's whatever. Because he was from an SR card. But anyway. So there I have like one up there. 5 more there. So that's 6 AGLs. I think I have one of the tech ones. 2 of the tech ones. So that Super Saiyan Goku right there, that's the one that turns into Gaku. So I have 2 of those. I have 7 of the int ones. 2 of the strength ones. And probably, yeah, none of the physical ones. Because the physical ones was from an SR, so I wasn't going to keep that anyway. So I have all these Godkus just sitting here. I was waiting to give them to LR Godku. And then I didn't get them. So now I don't know what I want to do. They're just taking up box space now. I don't know. Because I don't care about Baba Shop points. Baba Shop points, I have like 300k. Hardly use them. Yeah, 300k. So I'll use some here because I can use that. I love buying Frieza coins for some stupid reason. Like Baba's. I don't even use these anymore. Gregory's I used to hoard, but like now I have 1300. Like, I don't use the Baba Shop points that much, so there's like no point in me having them. I could sell them for Zenny, I guess, but that's pointless. Yeah, but earlier my guy was asking about the Beerus and stuff, and I was like, well, the thing is, like, I have 1100, red coins. So I can buy most of the units that I want whenever it comes up in the shop. Like, if I didn't already have Cooler, I could have bought him here. And Cooler's really good. I have one of them already. I got him when he came out. Getting dupes would be nice, but I'm not going to spend the coins on that. I usually only like to spend coins on LRs, but, I have all the certain LRs from that. If I had enough of the blue coins, I would go for the Tien or the Cell, but I don't. So that's one cool incentive for summoning on the blue coin banners. The problem is those banners are usually pretty trash, so I don't usually summon on them. Am I out of space? Yeah, I'm out of space. Let's see. What can we sell off? We can sell off statues. Give me my Zenny. Tight. Okay. So one of the new things with the World Tournament is they Dokkan awakened one of the World Tournament units, which was this Gohan here. So this Gohan got a bunch of buffs. I think his leader skill got buffed as well as his passive. So the big thing about it is he gets the attack and defense 58% up, and he gets 58% damage mitigation, as well as being a +2 key attack and defense 30% up for, I think, hybrid Saiyans. I forgot which one. It's like he's a category buffer as well as being a tank, is what it is. And he looks like he's gonna be pretty good with all of this stuff. Like, I don't think he's gonna hit very hard, but he's gonna tank like crazy. Like 58% mitigation is ridiculous. So, working on him a bit. I boosted up his SA a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna get him too high. Well, no, I have to get him up to 10 in order to, because I have 2 dupes in him. So in order to get all the rest of the stuff, I need to get him up to 10. So let's give him these Kais. I don't want to give him real Kais. I'll just give him the SR ones and see if we get lucky. Hey, we got one. 1 out of 4. That's 1 out of 4 is actually less than 30%. I don't know if that's good. That doesn't seem very good. I don't know, there's times where I'll do 5 and I'll get none to work. And then sometimes it'll do 4 out of 5. Like, you never know sometimes. Like, I think in the long run it's still 30%, but a lot of times it just doesn't feel like it. But it's supposed to be 30%. Nope. That's 1 out of 6. That's like 20%. That's pretty bad. Wait, we're not going here. Alright, we'll use another stone. I'm at 92 stones actually right now. Well, because we hit Beerus Tier. Beerus Tier gave me 5 stones. How many more stones can I get? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10 more stones. Oh, 15 more stones. We can get 15 more stones out of this. So, if I play my cards right, I could probably finish this world tournament with over 100 stones. So if I get 15, that would give me 7 I could use to get up to 23. That'd be worth it. Part of being able to take advantage, though, is if you're at a high enough level to get multiple runs. It's not as worth it if you're lower level, because you're only able to get like 1 full run out of each Dragonstone. Like for me right now, it's worth it because I can get up to 3 full runs because I'm over 180 stamina. You know, that's some of the things that you have to look at when you're weighing out the risk reward for how much you want to do. Because like getting those stones are nice, getting the tickets, getting everything is nice, but you have to figure out if it's worth it spending the Dragon Stones to do it. Especially if you're free to play. That's the other thing. I'm not free to play, but even still, I don't like spending stones on the World Tournament. But if I can get away with doing what I want to do with like, you know, 5 Dragon Stones, it's okay. Like so far I've spent 2. I've spent 2. I'm working on my 12th win. If I finish the next 2, you know, that'll put me at 14. And then see where we go from there, because from that point I could wait to let my stamina bar refill a bit. Maybe spend a stone. One thing that I do as sort of a trick. If you're going to use your stones anyway, one thing you can do is if you have the B-Pan event up, like you haven't done it and it's just sitting there, you can get your stamina bar up to where it's like 90 something, like not quite enough to do the big one, and then try to run the B-Pan event and then use your stone to refill right there. So then you'll go over, like, see right now my stamina bar is at 202. So let's say my stamina bar was at like 95 out of 202. And then I went to the B-Pan event, tried to run the B-Pan event, asked if I want to refill. That'll give me 202 on top of my 90. Like, obviously you don't have to do that. Like, you can just run it normally. But I just like to do that so it doesn't waste time for me to have to refill. That means I'm looking at, 290 versus, just 200. Because 200 is a little odd since that's like 3 full runs and like 1 round. Maybe 2 rounds, depending on how long it takes me to do the 3 runs. But then with the 290 or so, that eventually becomes like 300. So that's like 5 runs that I'm doing right there. Might sound a little nitpicky, but it's just something that I like to do. Because even with Broly, the main point with Broly, well, there's 2 points. The main point is time. Like, he makes you spend way less time in the World Tournament. The other thing is, whatever. That'll do anyway. Points. Like, you get more points for doing these kills with supers, especially in chains like this. Kefla, why? Kel and Caulifla, why? And Gohan. Eat the crit. Eat all of it, all you LRs. Get out of here. That dude made it the most annoying team. Actually, Kel and Caulifla died in the first one. I'm kind of surprised. 12 wins. 7.5 mil. So we should be able to get to 14 wins. Not quite 10. We'll be at about 9, 7, 9, 8, unless I get bonuses. If I can get bonus teams, I can hit 10. But we'll have to see. I'm not sure. Bonus teams are the most frustrating thing because you obviously don't know when you'll ever get one. And then on top of that, you don't know if you'll get a good one. Because there's a lot of bonus teams that just are like not good. Like they're not worth a lot of points. And that sucks when you get them because like y'all could have been a good one instead of getting a crappy one. That's always the worst. This is going to be dangerous. So we're going to do that one instead. That one hurts more. That's right, crit him. Oh, I need you to kill that Goku. Goku's definitely going to hurt if he hits me. I don't... Oh, okay, you barely killed him. I wasn't sure if he was going to do it. He definitely would have hurt me. He wouldn't have supered, but he definitely would have hurt me. Alright, let's do that. One short. That's fine. I'm really curious to see what else they do for Saiyan Day. Like, we were supposed to get that new Super Battle Road. That was actually supposed to come, like, I think the original notes were supposed to be during the anniversary, but then that didn't happen. So I'm wondering if it's even going to come out, you know, during Saiyan Day. The other thing that's a possibility that I just now thought about was like, what if the virus impacts, you know, the gacha companies in Japan? Like, if they're not able to work or anything, that would suck. Because, like, things like updates and other events and stuff like that could be delayed. That would suck. I don't think it will. But I just thought about that. Like, what if, you know, some of these companies have to shut down for, you know, quarantine, and they're not able to do updates and stuff like that. Like, what if they shut down and they're not able to update or do anything at the World Tournament? We're just stuck in the World Tournament for, like, weeks until the end of the month. Speaking of World Tournaments that last forever, they changed the Global World Tournament, right? Like, it's no longer like 5 days or whatever it was. Hey! They gave me the Universe 7 team. I think this one's a pretty good bonus team. I think in terms of points. Oh, how nice of you. Y'all letting me hit you in the face. How nice of you. Like, I still have my global account, but I don't have it on my phone anymore. I put it on an emulator. I haven't really messed with it. It wasn't great points. It was okay. I think the best one's still Realm of Gods. But that one only usually shows up on the last stage. Like, the best one I think is still getting the bonus team on the last stage. That one tends to be still the one that's worth the most points. Oh yeah, those special backgrounds that you get. Do we get one from this World Tournament or not? Because I know, like, Battlefield, they give that out for, like, the first run. I don't think they did for the World Tournament. They really should have thrown that in. Like, I think, like, most of these events, they should have that in there. Dokkan-kun, thanks for the host. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we're going to give you one more key. You know what? We're going to ghost, because I don't feel like blocking. We are no blocking boys. No block, boys. That should definitely kill. There was a network error. Please try again. There we go. I'm still not used to the changes on Twitch, like when I look at the thing. Like, it's got this button to say run 60-second ad break, and I'm like, nah. I hate ad breaks. Doing well. Did my daily stuff for Fist of the North Star Legends Revive earlier. Is that game fun? I don't really have time or space on my phone to try another gacha game, but I do like Fist of the North Star. My dumbass is stuck playing Seven Deadly Sins now. And then I started playing the global one, so now I got like 2 of them on my phone. But like, I'm too deep into JP, the JP version. Like, I'm just playing the global for the hell of it, but I definitely play the crap out of the JP version. You bitch, get back here. Asshole. I just found out some of my friends play the Seven Deadly Sins, so I just friended them. That is not a lot, so let's go ahead and do this. And this. Tight. Tight. That should be enough. SSJR Hobby, what's up, dude? So who else is grinding the World Tournament? I know Angel is in the top 4,000. I'm not trying to grind up that high. Like I said, I'm just trying to get 23 mil so I can get the 17 and call it a day. I don't know if I'm going to get it right now, though. Like, I'm barely going to hit 10, which means I'm not even halfway. I would, at the very least, like to get up to 20 wins, but I don't think that's going to happen this stream either. We will see. We'll see how long it takes for the end of this, because it's going to take me 1 or 2 more stones, I think, to get up to there. Like, I think it's going to take me 3 more stones at least to maybe get up that high. Because, like, once you hit 30, you get about 1,000,000 points each run once you hit 30, level 30. Like, times 30. Same here, dude. Just here for Android 17. Yeah. I'm on that right now since I don't work this weekend. Yeah. That's the main thing for me, too. Is, like, I don't really have time to do the World Tournament during the work week. But, like, afterwards, on the weekend, like, today's my big grinding day for the World Tournament. Like, Friday at work, I can't do much. But then, once I get off work, then I can start grinding. It was kind of the same for my stream schedule. Like, I couldn't do much till I got home. What's up, Martello? You're still around? The anniversary's over. You can go back and hibernate until the next anniversary. Oh, let's see how much damage it is. I don't think that's going to do enough damage that I need. They canceled events here in Florida due to the Corona scare. Yeah, they did that everywhere. It's not just Florida. Houston canceled the rodeo, which is a huge deal. The rodeo has been going on here for like forever. And it's like one of the biggest money generating events in Houston. So for them to shut that down is a really big thing. I mean, hell, the NBA shut down. Although I understand why. Like, that was ridiculous too. But it's still crazy. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, that works. Ish. All I need to do is give you one of these. You know, whatever. Give them all that. Still biting my nails till they cancel WrestleMania. I'm just there for access and getting autographs from the OC. I think they would probably postpone it rather than cancel. But like a lot of events right now are kind of in that holding pattern. Like the event that I run, Texas Showdown, we're in the same position where we're not canceling, at least not right now, because we really can't. Like if we were to cancel, we go bankrupt, so we can't afford to cancel. We have to wait until the city of Houston tells us we have to shut it down before we can, break the contract. Which I think instead of outright canceling, what we would end up doing is just trying to postpone it or reschedule it. Like that's one thing that I need to start doing is I need to start looking to see what dates we could possibly move to. I'm not sure because part of the problem is when we get, when we move past this, it's going to be interesting to see where we are in terms of events and stuff like that. Because you have the events that might be after they lift everything that'll still go on, and then all the older events that end up being canceled or, moved. It's going to be a really crowded second half of the season. So I don't know. It's going to be really weird. I'd rather have that. CEO Dreamland is going on right now on day 2, so I hope yours don't get shafted. I mean, we're already working on contingency plans just in case. The hotels has pretty much said they'd be willing to try to work with us on postponing the date. Like I said, but we'd have to figure out, when to move it. I don't know. I feel like, personally, I'm probably going to look at a date in October or November. September, I think, is too soon after Evo. Like, we always like to try to stay as far away from Evo as possible because we know, if Evo still happens, most everybody's going to, ends up going to it and then it gets burned out. You don't really want to go to a big event right after Evo. That's always been the case. So we like to try to see if we can find a date. Like if we have to, probably try to find a date later on past that. And I think October is a good time. Because the other thing would be trying to figure out what all the world tours are going to do. Because usually the world tours end around November and December. Or maybe even next year, January. So I think October, November are probably a good time. Leaning toward October. I'll just have to see what dates are available so that we don't conflict with other people. And like I said, that's the other problem that we're looking at is seeing when some of these other events might pop up and try to do something around that time too. Like, tournaments that got canceled this year, like Final Round or NorCal Regionals, stuff like that. They might postpone, like they already canceled, and maybe they come back next year, or maybe they come out in the second half. I don't know. I don't think anybody else knows. We'll just have to wait and see. Although I do have to say, it is really heartwarming to see how much of the FGC came out to help out Jabali with CEO Dreamland. Because, like, you know, as a fellow TO, seeing, all the things that you have to go through for a major event, like, he was really put, in a rock and a hard place for that. So seeing the community come together to help him out was really great. Like, I personally have never been to a CEO event. I just, by the time he started CEO, I'd already stopped traveling. But he's always run a great event. And I've worked with him before with DreamHack. He's a very interesting guy. But he's always been, great for the community. So it was great to see the community giving back and helping him out. I've only gone since he did the CEO, New Japan, and Fighter Fest because of wrestling. Yeah, that stuff's really cool. Like, never in a million years did I think that was going to happen. Like, I thought the coolest thing was when he started doing the wrestling ring for a stage. And when they started to do the Royal Rumble-esque Street Fighter tournament, like, I thought that was going to be the extent of it. Like, that was going to be, the closest he got to doing wrestling. I never thought in a million years that it would eventually end up being an actual partner with a wrestling show. Like, that to me is still pretty insane. And that wrestling match he did, is easily one of the best things I think I've ever seen. like I still crack out, like, when Justin Wong handed him the fight stick to fucking use in the ring. Like, oh my god, I marked out so hard seeing that. I can't imagine, like, regular wrestling fans watching that, like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Like, putting push buttons in the ring to slam the guy on. Like, everything was so gamer centric. Like, I can't imagine, like, the average person understanding what exactly is happening. But, like, to, gamers like us, watching that had to be great. Like, being able to combine gaming with wrestling like that had to be great. He's a cool guy. He let us do Beyblade tournaments on his events. I also beat him to advance to Top Cuts in Beyblade. I saw him tweet about that. He's definitely up for anything. I have to give him that. I feel like one day they should go back and add a special costume for Jafali in Dive Kick. Like, give him an alternate outfit with, like, the boot on his foot. I think that would be hilarious. I know they're never going to do anything more with that game. But it's funny how much, like, FGC stuff is in that game. Dive Kick is a pretty underrated, fun game. I don't personally like the game, but I have to admit it is a really fun game for what it is. especially for poking fun at the community. Anyway, World Tournament talk, we went from using Chaozu and Jackos to straight savagery. I mean, it depends on what kind of teams you have. Like, if you don't have, the Brolys or the other units to just maul the event, you have to use Jacko and Chaozu. Like, you just have no choice. Now, if you can get away without using them, because the main reason why you want to not use them is it brings down your like total level of your team. Like, I forgot the calculations, but like the higher overall attack and HP of your team, the higher opponents that you fight, and that's how you get more points. So, like, if you're using a team that has Jacko and Chaozu, you're going to fight lower level teams, and so you don't get as many points. Of course, the downside is I'm getting wrecked here. Love how Dragon Ball evolved as a game. I invested a lot into the JP account. Oh my god, don't get me started on how much I've invested into this game. I've definitely toned down how much I've spent on this game. Let's see, that's 6. I need a 2 if I do that. If I did that, that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be too much also. Dang it. Let's do this. I'm going to do that, and I have 2 kings. We'll use that. Like, my first year, I didn't spend very much, and then second year, third year, I spent a ton. And then ever since then, I've been trying to tone down how much I spent on this game. Like, I still like to get the units if I can, like, especially the anniversary units, but I definitely don't go ham as much as I used to. Part of it's because of the coins. Like, I really wish they would have implemented the coins sooner. That would have helped a lot. Like, if you've ever played the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, they have an awesome system. Now, it's not for every unit, though. Like, for, like, the big-time units, you're still going to end up having to shell out for if you want to get them. But there's other ways to get the units. Like, if you get a dupe of a card, like an SSR, or any card, if you get a dupe of a card, you get a coin. And that coin can be used for 2 things. You can either use the coin to raise the ult level of that card, or you can use it to spend in the coin shop. And there's different things that you can buy in the coin shop. One of the things that you can buy are other characters. There's specific characters that they allow you to buy using the coins, which is a really cool feature that Dokkan does not do. Let's see, what is that? That's 5, or no, we'll change it. Some of the best units in the game you can actually buy in the coin shop in that game, which I think is ridiculous but awesome at the same time. They also have a forgiveness meter on the banner. So if you get shafted, it'll increase the meter on the banner. And each time you don't get an SSR, it goes up by 20%. So if you get like 5 shafts, that fills up the bar to 100%. And then it's guaranteed SSR the next time you pull on there. Granted, in Dokkan, it's guaranteed SSR every pull. But for that game, since there's not as many SSRs, it's pretty cool. And then they have tickets that, once a banner goes away, they have tickets that you can get that, will randomly be one of the SSRs. And, like, once their banner goes away. They're put into that summon pool. You know, unlike here, where if they're just not, you know, if a Dokkan Fest exclusive is not featured on that banner, you're not getting them. Now I just pretty much free to play it. I have 2 JP accounts. Expose! What's up, man? Thanks for the subscription. What's up, dude? You have 2 JP accounts, and my free to play account and my tablet rolled better than my main. So I have a theory. I think I'm not the only one that has a theory, but like newer accounts have way better luck because they're trying to hook you. That's why, like, when you see like people reroll, and like some of these rerolls get like insanely lucky on these banners, I just feel like it's the whole, well, this person's new. We really want to hook them, so let's give them like everything good. Like, I'm pretty much assured that's what happens. Because when I used to reroll, that would happen too. Like, I would get these rerolls, getting LRs like crazy, and I'm like, what is happening? Nearly 2 years. Jesus. It's a lot. 23 months. Good lord. That's a lot. I used to have a bunch of free-to-play accounts that I messed around with on my old emulator, but then it had a really bad crash. And unfortunately, when that crash happened, I lost all of those accounts. I'm a little upset about it, but there's not much I can do. So it's just, it is what it is. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't think I was going to hit up to 10 mil, but I think I am now. Because I'm getting a lot more points than normal. So it looks like I'm at 9.7 already. I think by the time I finish these 2 runs, I'll be at like over 10. Which is like a mil ahead of schedule. Okay, so I'm going to put Caulifla there, and we're actually going to Ghost. Because this is the semi-final round. Semi-final round, I'm kind of afraid of. Let's see that. Probably shouldn't have done that now, because I don't know how I'm going to get my key. You know what? Let's do this. I kind of messed this up, but it's fine. We should be fine. You know what? Take him out. Because we're getting the 18, you might as well hit Majin. This is the strategy I was talking about before, is if you end up having to get the 18, spend the 18 on an AGL. The biggest, hardest AGL there is, and just hit him with the 18 key and see what happens. I remember when GL did that hack sweep and a lot of YouTubers got mad and cried. See, the thing is, like, I admit that I've tried one of those brokers one time, and I was really uncomfortable with it. Like, I vowed never to do it again just because I did not like the way the process was. Like, I have nothing against it. Like, if people want to do that, you know, whatever. Me personally, I can't see myself ever doing it again just because, like, the whole process made me really queasy and scared for my account. Because it's like, the way that I had to do it was I had to give them, you know, my YouTube account so that they could get on there and log into my account, do whatever they do to get the stones, and then give it back. But, like, you know, I was without my account for like 2 or 3 days, just sitting there wondering, you know, is this working? Am I going to lose my account here? And this is after I'd already spent a lot of money on this account. So I did it one time and never again. So like even before the sweep, I was like, oh man, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever do it again. I don't like the idea of it, of someone else having the account. Plus, I don't even know how they get the stones. So that was the other thing that kind of freaked me. Like if they do the sweep, you know, I was hoping, hopefully nothing happens to my account. But so far, nothing's happened, so I'm fine, hopefully. Cross my fingers, knock on wood, all that stuff. Like, I feel like if nothing's happened to me now, I think the account's fine. I tried it, but never got full on since I didn't trust it. Got halfway through, did a throwaway account and all. Yeah, it's a really strange process, and like I was not comfortable with it at all. So that's why I didn't want to do it again. Let's see. Let's do this. We can actually do this. And then yours is fine. Yeah, but mine was like years ago. Like, oh, how many years ago? At least 2 years ago. It might have been around the 2 years ago because it's like I think I did it after the third anniversary because I was so mad at the third anniversary because I didn't get either one of the LRs. Motherfucking Gohan. Motherfucking Gohan. Fucking Gohan. It would have to be you, of all people, to still be standing up here. Like, how did I know it was going to be you? That is still the bane of LR Broly, is AGL LRs. Which is why I have Kellen Caulifla and Go Bros and Movie Broly. What's up, Dokkan-kun? So that should put me above 10. Yep, 10.5. Oh, well, I'm at 15 wins now. Okay. That would be why. Actually, I am on schedule. I didn't realize it was 15 wins. I thought I would only be at 14, but I guess I had enough to do 15. Let me collect my prizes. I'm really tempted to pull on this just so I can either get Tien or Cell, but I know I'm not going to get them, so nah. But I really do one day want to try to go for them. What's featured on here? I don't think there's any LRs on here. I really wish they would throw like the old LRs on here. That would give me more incentive to even think about pulling on this. Like, I don't care about, like, this old-ass card. Ugh. I remember when this card used to be top tier. I mean, look at that. +3? +3 key? That used to be so good back in the day. But at 99%, so you had to get touched before you would get the +3. But that was, like, top tier back in the day. Long time ago. Like, these three are still not great, even after their easy A. Alright, I guess this one's so-so. And then this one has immense, so he hits hard, but whatever. Like, these two are way better. And then these Super Saiyan 3s are okay, I guess. Like, I still rather pull for World Tournament cards since they're rare. They're more rare. Like, the 18 I went hard for on hers because I really like 18. And I actually have the figure for her. I don't know if I can pull her out. She might be stuck here. Let me see if I can pull her out. But I have the figure for her. She might be stuck. Hold on. I have all these figures sitting up here on my shelf. Move them off. Oh, that's why Krillin's sitting there. It's really bright, so I don't know. But yeah, I got that figure of her. So that's why I really went hard for this one. So I have her already. This is the Gohan that got the Dokkan Awakening, and he's a really good tank. Hit. I didn't get the hit. I'm pretty sure I did not get this hit, so I kind of want to see if I can get him. Boo, I did not get. I did get the Mighty Mask. That Vegeta I got. I think I have him. But yeah, but it's harder to get the World Tournament cards, obviously, because you can only get them during the World Tournament, so I'm probably going to spend my tickets on this, try to get the ones that I don't have. And then we have this one. You have the new Jackie Chun. Tao, I have almost rainbowed. Grandpa Gohan. I have all these. So that's whatever. I'd just be going for Jackie Chun when I summon on those. Zhang Noir, what's up? I haven't been playing Dokkan at all recently. Well, you just missed the anniversary. This is the first banner after the anniversary was this Beerus. And now we're in the World Tournament. Saiyan Day is coming up in a few days. So it's like the 15th in Japan now. So 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday for us should be Saiyan Day in Japan. We'll have to see what happens with that. I think I'm going to take a break. I think that's going to be it for now. Let me see where I'm sitting at. So I'm at 15 wins. We're at 10.5 million. Still got 12.5 to go. So I'm like not even halfway done. 5 more wins to go though, and then that'll hit the win streak and the 20 wins mission. Yeah, still got a ways to go on the points, but 5 more to go to hit 20 wins and 20 in a row. That'll be a good milestone, and then it's just how long can I keep myself awake to grind the rest of the 23. But like I said, it's like 1 million each time. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least to get what I need for all that stuff. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So overall I need about maybe 13 more runs to get all this done for what I want to do. But I might do that later tonight. I'm going to take a break. Still not a mod after all these years? I mean, if it took you forever to come back, how you expect me to mod you? You can't, like, show up and then not show up for, like, years and expect to be a mod. Come on now. Brandon Anderson. Yo, what's up, man? I'm late. Yeah, a little bit. Been on here for about 2 hours. We're just now about to take a break. I'll probably come back on later tonight while I'm finishing the grind. I still got to do... Like, I'm halfway done with what I need to do in this World Tournament, but I'm tired, and I'm going to come back to this later on. So let me see who else is streaming. I'll send y'all their way, and then I will let y'all know when I'm back on. Are any of my friends streaming? Doesn't look like it. So let's see who is streaming Dokkan. Because the other thing I need to do is I need to grind some of my daily stuff in 7 Deadly Sins. I don't think y'all want to watch that. These are all not in English. Okay, here's Kazuna. I don't know who this person is, but I guess we'll try. We'll send you to It's Kasuna. Alright guys, I will catch y'all later.